We're back at it. Hello, my friends. Hope you're all doing great. I'm really happy to be here with you again. On Saturday, La Liga kicks off. Same problems, same excitement, same expectations. But also new goals to chase. There's a lot to unpack in this video. Of course, we'll talk about the latest news around the club, about this game on the pitch, and also about some serious football stuff. Because yes, preseason was fun, it was nice to watch, but nothing compares to official competition. So let's talk Barça. We're back in La Liga, and we start with a tricky away trip to Mallorca. And trust me, going to Mallorca isn't as easy as it sounds. Just ask Real Madrid. First game of last season, everyone expected them to win easily. And they dropped points. The Galacticos came crashing down. That's why Barça can't take this one lightly. Now, I'm not too worried. I know Flick's Barça will stay focused. If we lose, it won't be because the players didn't care. But still, caution is key, especially because Mallorca just signed Pablo Torre, a former Barça player. And Pablo Torre means set pieces. Set pieces mean Muriqi and K. Lauren. So yeah, they've got weapons. And maybe we just handed them the ultimate one with Pablo Torre's delivery from dead balls. Their preseason, pretty standard. They lost 4-0 to Lyon, but that doesn't mean much. Preseason is preseason. La Liga is a whole different thing. That's why I'm not judging Barça based on our summer friendlies. Sure, we scored 20 goals and conceded only 4 in 4 matches. Fireworks. But now, teams come with a plan. They'll break the rhythm, commit fouls, slow the game down, and they'll do anything to stop us. I'm just happy we're back talking football again. This is part of our daily lives, and when it's gone, you feel the void. For us Barça fans after last season, we just can't wait to sit down for every single game of Flick's team. This is a spectacular side, full of great football and world-class talent everywhere. Every match is a show. Last season, even though we won 5-1, Mallorca gave us a lot of trouble in the first half. It wasn't until Lamine Yamal and Rafinha stepped up in the second half that we pulled away. So yeah, this game is still a potential trap. As champions, you can't just think automatic win. We have to work even harder to keep that title, especially with the Champions League also in sight. I don't want a repeat of what happened after Xavi's first season. High expectations, but the team lost balance. Back then, we relied on a solid defense to get points. Then came Cancelo and Joao Felix. We wanted to be more attacking, but it didn't work out. Too many goals conceded, too many frustrations. This time it's different. Flick's Barça is about continuity. New signings aren't here to change the system, but to fit into it. That's why I think we'll avoid the same mistakes. Flick will keep building on his ideas, polishing them, aiming for perfection. Here's a stat for you. Last season, in the first 10 minutes of games, Barça scored 6 and conceded 6. That shows we're vulnerable early on. From the 11th to the 20th minute, after scanning the opponent, we scored 12 and conceded just 4. From the 21st to the 30th minute, only 1 conceded and 13 scored. Moral of the story? Start matches better. The offside trap that worked so well last year? Opponents will be more prepared for it now. Flick will need to fine-tune it, just like Pep's Barça, where even if teams knew what was coming, they still couldn't stop it. Now, about the new signings. Joan Garcia will probably be registered because of Ter Stegen's injury and should start in Mallorca. Rashford, Rooney Bargi, and Szczesny are unlikely to be available for this first match. It's frustrating. Third year in a row that Barca's facing registration problems. And it's not just us. Over 150 players in La Liga are still unregistered. Tebas's rules are punishing everyone, except Real Madrid. Some clubs are being forced to sell top players not to make money, but just to follow the financial fair play rules. Since Laporta refused the CVC deal, Barça has had to find other solutions, risky ones sometimes, to stay competitive while fixing the finances. And it's starting to work. Results are back. The biggest sponsorship deal ever with Nike. A future 100,000-seat stadium. New stars like Lamine Yamal bringing in partners. Of course it's not perfect. The club's communication is still awful. Some decisions make no sense. And the idea of playing a match in Miami just to please Tebas is absurd. But we can't forget where we came from. Laporta took risks to avoid years of mediocrity. Now Barça has respect again. On the pitch, I expect the same 11 as against Como, with Ferran Torres in for Rashford. The only big question is Koundé. Against Como, he looked disconnected. Let's hope that was just a one-off. Real Madrid might slip up early, but we have to be ready for a fight from day one. Winning straight away is key for confidence and pressure. That's it, my friends. A long pre-match talk, but there was a lot to say. Visca Barça, football's back every weekend, and that feels amazing.